Hello YouTube, my name is Woodbee022. Today I'm doing review which I've been wanting to do for quite some time now. So I'm doing a review on my new case. This was kindly sent to me by Cooler Master themselves because I was doing a 24-hour PC gaming live stream for charity, and the charity was cancer research. And my old case, which is down there, which I'll show you in a minute, wasn't. I reckon it wasn't going to be up for the task because it's so small and very cramped. Where this is a lot bigger and it's perfect for airflow. So they sent me out the case, and I think it's probably about time now that I actually give out a honest review. I've now had this for 2.5. Maybe 3 months now, and it's been amazing. So this is the front. You can't really see the top, but you've got two USB 3 slots. You've got your activity light, power switch, which clicks and also lights up like a blue colour. Your 3.5mm headphone jack, 3.5mm microphone jack, and you've also got your reset switch. The front has got a nice mesh honeycomb design. When you first get this particular case, this front panel is on here, but obviously because I mean, in case you do need a CD drive, I've put my one in and taken out the old panel, which I'll show you how to do in a minute. So the back of the motherboard side of the case, nothing too fancy, just a plain white case. The back of the case, this is where it gets a bit interesting. So this was sent to me. This is box 5, which is a Masterbox 5 white sample, but however I'm allowed to keep it. You've got this slot here, which I'm not 100% sure what this is actually for. If I move it, there we go. Now you can actually see it. You've also got a slot, which would be a PCI slot for the back of the case, and it's got like notches where you can actually put your cables through, so that's pretty interesting. You've got your typical 4 grub screws to take off both panels of the case off. However, you've also got a grub screw next to your power supply. Now I'll show you what this does in a minute. If you want to keep it secure, you've got your typical little slot here to put like a padlock thingy. You've got your typical mesh cover, dust cover underneath. Now the side of the case is amazing. Now this, don't let your eyes deceive you. Now this does actually have the protective film glass protector on the outside and the inside. So I shall now take the grub screws off and I'll show you what I mean by this. This might have been the actual case design, and this might be a case design fault, or it might be because where it's obviously metal to metal, I'm not too sure. But basically the front, with me, the glass front panel is a little bit stiff, whereas the back panel is a simple slide off, so just bear that in mind. So what I've done here, I've already put my computer stuff inside because it's my current working machine. Now this is to show you how much space you actually get. It's absolutely amazing. This is an RX 570 8GB. So it's a big card, but it's not a massive card. But as you can see, you've got all this space for a potential huge card, which I don't reckon a huge card comes up to here actually exists, but it's just to show you how much space you've actually got. Now this case does come with 2 fans, One of the fans which I'm actually using that came with it, I'm using on the Cooler Master Hyper 212 CPU cooler. Now I've put it on the back because the one that came with this cooler is a red LED light one, and I've put it on the front, mainly because you can't really see it properly and I'm not going to be looking at the back, so I've put it at the front so you can see it more from the front, like so. Now this is also a Cooler Master LED case fan at the back, and I've also got two LED case fans at the front. They're all red. Me and my partner have got this Star Warsy geeky thing where I've got an all red set up and my partner's got an all blue set up, so there's a bit of a light side dark side going on right there. So I'm fine with the red ones, and if I want to go full RGB setup, then I simply can by swapping out the case fans, and if I want an actual case light, then I'll simply put in a case RGB light. Now the one thing which I found amazing with this case, it is a simple tool free setup. So when you put in your CD drive or whatever drive, this I can't really take it out to show you properly. However, so imagine this is out. So you put it in open position. You've got your lock open, slide it in place, and you lock it in place. If you're a bit unsure, you just give it a bit of wiggle. If I show you actually, so that way it's sticking out a little bit. If I put it in lock, it's not going to lock unless I push it, like so. And that is a simple, very easy tool-free setup. Another good thing which I really like is this. Now this is your not your SSD hard drive setup, but your your original hard drive. There is an actual name for it, I can't think. But now this is very toolless. So you get your hard drive tray. Now if I quickly show you, this is my old hard drive, nothing too fancy. And you've got two rubber screws. I don't know if you can actually see, but I know here you've got two rubber plates here, and they're not actually screws, they're more like pins. So you have it so the connectors are facing the back. You want to line the two pins into the two far holes. So don't be scared to be a bit rough. That one's come out. That's not a problem. That's right. If I take these out just to show you what I mean. So just imagine they're locked in place. Obviously, it wouldn't normally move. Then you've got like a little locking notch here. Simply just lock into place, go to the rear of the case and connect it all up. That's how simple it is. So if you like that sort of setup, then it's a good thing to have. Another good thing which I also liked, which I've actually changed when it came to me, was this actual drive, hard drive bay I call it, was actually moved to the front, because you can actually move it by removing this. I don't know if you can actually see, no you can't, but there's basically a little grub screw, same as the case panel side parts. This is the only one where you would actually have to have a screwdriver for, because it is a bit tough. So once you've undone the screw, you can simply lift it up, because there's like little notches here. You lift it up and you can move it. So that's how it was originally, and I've put it all the way at the back, like so. Now you don't have to. The reason why I've done this is because the two case fans I've got at the front can now have more of an airflow rather than being restricted by this. Even though I probably wouldn't, but it's just so it blends in with this a bit, personally, to me. So the front case fans are here. You could put a radiator, so you've got the heat coming out, but I've just got the two fans going in. That's pushing the cool air through. That's pulling the hot air out, and that's basically taking all the hot air out. So this I've actually worked out as a good setup, personally, for me. But you might think otherwise, which is absolutely fine. Now you do actually have visibly two SSD drive bays or shelving rackets. Now you can undo them with your thumb or with your fingers. Now I can't really take it out. It's cable tied, I think. Yeah, I can't take it out properly because it's cable tied to the back. But yeah, I've got my 250 gigabyte SSD in there. To view or to gain access to your power supply. Now this is it. Now I've kept it like this because it looks a bit tidy, gives it a tidy look. Now that grub screw that I told you about, unscrew it. Now you simply slide it and lift it, and there's your power supply. So straight away, to me personally, this looks a bit messy. You might think otherwise, which is absolutely fine, but I personally like to keep it on. Now I have seen a few people design their cases, because this is classed as a showcase case, because obviously the glass panel. Some people put like a Funk Pop toy thing here, so it's entirely to you what you want to do with this. To gain access to the front, if you want to clean this out, you simply just lift up this, and there we go. So these are my two LED case fans, like I said. Now this is literally very little. This has very little dust compared to my other case. Now my other case, which I'll show you in a minute, I was cleaning every month because of and it basically looked like as if I ain't cleaned it for years. So this is perfect. This has only got a slight little bit of dust, and I've had this for now 3 months. So a little dust in 3 months compared to 3 years worth of dust in a matter of per month. My old case, this is a huge improvement. Now this has got like it looks like stocking material, but it's like a sieve, but it's a really nice material to keep the dust out. Now you've got two little notches, one on each side, and that simply hooks and clicks, and that's it. Now to show you how bad my cable management is without losing a screw, hopefully. Now I'm not exactly the best cable management person, primarily because I've never actually had much experience, because like I said, my old case, which was my first PC, it was terrible. You had no space whatsoever. But this actually, believe it or not, has so much space. So yes, it looks like a mess, but it's a tidy mess, if that makes sense. So you've got about an inch gap, actually, from the back of this panel to the metal frame of the actual case inside. You've got about a good just over an inch space. So things like your thick cable connectors, they're not going to get in the way when it comes to putting the actual case panel back on. So as you can see, my SSD is shown there. Now, if you're a very tidy, clean freak, which I am a little bit, so I will be purchasing these, you can get these rubber silicone parts. I'll have to find the link somehow, but they basically go inside here, and it's a rubber silicone to keep the cables tidy, and it also means that you're not going to see everything through the back, so it keeps it neat, looks tidy, and it also prevents dust from circling as much through these pockets. So overall, I just want to say thank you to Cooler Master for this case. Not only because it's helped, not only because of the fact that they've sent it out to me for free, but because of the fact, which I can't see how, if I ever wanted to stop gaming and focus on something else, I can, because this case isn't just a gaming case. This is simply for literally anything. With this case, I believe that they've actually, I wouldn't say stuck by their name, but I'll say they've really progressed from this, because their saying of make it yours, you literally can make it yours. There is no right way of doing things like this, there's no wrong way, it's literally how you like it. As long as you've obviously connected the main things in the appropriate places, then you're good to go. But there's no, for example, this isn't right, this isn't wrong, it's how I want it. So literally you make it yours to how you like it. So would I recommend this case? Yeah. Yes, without a doubt. Now I don't know the exact price of this case, but if I wasn't given this case and I had to buy a case, then yeah, I probably would buy this. So I just want to sort of help share the words of this case, basically. Now, if you've got any questions on this, which I might not have covered, which I probably haven't, any questions whatsoever, please drop them in the comment section below, and I'll be able to answer your questions quickly, basically. So yeah, I think I've covered everything. So cheers guys, thanks for watching.